How's everybody doing? I don't know if you could hear me. I don't have Wi-Fi. I don't have Wi-Fi. So in my new place, and I don't have Wi-Fi here. I came here so that I can have Wi-Fi, but I don't have Wi-Fi here either. So that was quite a fiasco that took place in the last, you know, live stream. I'm good. I'm good, everybody. I have to apologize. I apologize for that. The way, yeah. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. It did get very ugly. It did get very ugly. After the stream, it got real ugly. I mean, real ugly. You hear me? Real ugly. But I got it out of him, and I was being polite. Oh, I love him. I love him. No, I was just being polite because I was on the air, and I ain't leaving until I'm done. But that night, that live stream, that night, I had to say what I had to say, and the person was there as well. That's what triggered it. So I had to put that person in his place. You know? So now that I did that, now I can walk away. But I had to say what I had to say. I bit my tongue. Now I said what I had to say. And now I'm done with it. And now I moved out. I did all that, and I'm now in my apartment. It was nothing but the floors and myself and my phone. My laptop don't work. I gotta call the Connex, get the lights and all that stuff. But you know, this was my Saturn return at 30, where it was my first apartment, and I was about at 29, my first apartment, and I slept on the floor. And here I am again in my second Saturn return, sleeping on the floor with nothing. Again, a whole cycle brought me right back to square one, where now I left the relationship as well in the last cycle. So I'm showing you this so you can see how the Saturn return operates. If you don't get things done to evolve, it'll pull you right back to the same cycle you started from. Hopefully you want to go a higher level from the prior cycle that you left. You don't want to repeat the same cycle, because then you're going to spend 30 more years repeating the same cycle. So it's important to me to share this with you. It's important. And I hope you could hear me, because there is so loud in here. So I hope you guys could hear me. I can't put no music because there's no Wi-Fi. You know, Saturn. You know Saturn. Yes, I went to the gym. I worked out. I worked in my apartment. You know, listen. It's Aries. Listen, my second Saturn return. Saturn is returning to Aries. And my moon is returning to Aries. And I look more Aries than anything. And I got the red on. You know, I'm ready. The red and white of Jupiter, which is in Leo, another fire sign. So I'm ready for the fight. And yes, it's changing me, it's transforming me, body, mind, spirit. But that's exactly, but that's exactly what it's supposed to do. This is what it. Thank you. I'm glad you could hear me. Thank God, Jesus. But understand that this is, what's up. This is what's up. Okay. So after the gym, I went and worked in my apartment. Now I'm gonna have me some wings. I gotta substitute my lifestyle, so now I gotta eat, and bulk up. I'm in New York City. I'm in Harlem. And it's my day off today, Sunday. Working on a campaign for Monday. Yes, thank you. Yeah, so yes, I'm gonna have the wings. I have to have one drink before they make the surgery, right? And then I'm taking my black seed oil, eating my salads and garlics. Yeah, and I think I have to get out a lot out. I have to get a lot out. Thank you so much. I cannot do this without my apple martini. It's my first drink of the day, and and it feels weird. It feels weird not to drink like that, but I feel good. Plus, I'm taking care of my teeth. That's the first thing I do. But I gotta do. Isn't this delicious? Just delicious. I didn't do my cocktails with Fernando, but I'm going to do it today to catch up. Cause you know what happened? Well, the spirits always gotta have some. Oh God. Ooh. If you know how good this tastes, it's wicked. It's just wicked good. Just wicked good. You just gotta. The fucked up thing is that I like the taste of alcohol. It's one thing not to like it, but it's another thing when you like the alcohol. But I also, something very interesting is happening to me, guys, and I want to share this with you. And I know that I'm gonna do the series, right? I'm not gonna stall anymore. I really couldn't do it, how I wanted it because I was going through the drama, right, of Emory. But that's done. That's done. And after that stream and after that fight we had and all that stuff, it was over. We're over it. I got it a long time ago in Hong Kong or Mauritius in Africa. I'm not sure. It's one of those fish nets, like fish songs. I don't know. Oh God, I wish I could. They would throw me out of here so bad. But listen. I found somebody. Got my, the Virgo in me, the Mercury, I think I found somebody. Oh shit, I'm at 5%. I just caught it. I'm at 5%. Now ain't that? Oh my God, guys, I'm at 5%. Just realized it. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can do something here. Oh my goodness. Yo, that's messed up. I try to make sure that I didn't have this issue. And then everybody calls you. Everybody. And their mother calls you. During the live stream. Okay, I'm turning on the laptop because the laptop has, Okay, perfect. Please turn on. All right. Hold on one second, guys. Oh wow! If I did not check, it would have died on me, and it might still happen because it happens. That shit happens. It's fucked up. It's Saturn. I don't understand how that happens, but it happens. So I think it's on. Okay, it's on. Let me turn it on. Okay. I think it's on. So technically, it should not shut off on me. Okay. And the thing is that I have to rotate the device. Because if I don't rotate it, it's going to fuck up. So now I got this thing right in here. No, it's always something, guys. It's always something. Okay, let's pray. I love you too. Oh, you're very welcome. Neil Carrion, Jacob K, Uptown Business, Marva, Nikki Icky. Thank you so much, guys. It's been quite a journey. Let me tell you. But I can feel myself changing. From in and from out. All I did was eat vegetables today. and drank water and liked it. Who knew? But I like my martinis. I gotta have my martini, and because that's me. And I just got myself a wonderful bartender that she is just lovely, and she is going to help me with the cocktails. So I might do it at the restaurant. So cocktails with Fernando will be solid, and it'll happen on Saturdays or Friday. And I'm going to do it at a particular restaurant or bar in New York. And I'm going to create a contract. I'm talking to my lawyers to go to different bars and restaurants, chic and unique, and have cocktails with Fernando, and have it, go even maybe across the city, across the country. So we have a lot in development, and you guys have helped so much because you're like the pilot. I tested on you, so therefore we all benefit. You're my co-host. We all benefit. I'm solid. I'm mentally very strong. Sometimes I don't give myself credit. I'm mentally very strong. And yes, my body has received tremendous assaults, but my body is equally as strong. And I bounce back and I feel stronger and more resilient than ever. So, and that in itself, it's its own reward. You know who you are. You know what you're made of. A man knows himself by action only. Thought, never. My Aries moon and my Saturn in Aries and my North Node in Aries. I have a lot of Aries, and I was designed to be a warrior, a fighter. Fighting is all I've ever done my entire life that I was good at, and protecting and defending myself and my rights and virtues. Because if you don't have that, what do you got? So I love my Aries. It has gotten me out of a lot of trouble, and it has saved my life more than 4 times. The God of War is on my side. I might lose a battle or two, but I always win the war. And that's what's important, to win the war. And wherever Aries falls in your horoscope is where you're going to wage the war and the battle of your life. And God forbid that you should have the sun or the moon or the North Node in Aries, then your life will be a life of fighting, just to let people know that you have the right to be who you are. Because even that, the right to be, will be challenged and used against you. Yes. So I love my Aries. I will not give it up for anything in the world. No. Oh yes, it can be tiring to fight all the time. Sometimes I used to break down and just cry because I was tired of fighting. And then my archon would be like, nigga, you better not be tired. You were put here to fight and let people see you fight so they can have the impetus in their own selves to fight with the same spirit and tenacity that you do. So you're teaching people how to fight for their own will and the right to be. So when they explained it to me, I calmed down and I accepted the challenge. But it's been quite a hell of a ride, a hell of a roller coaster, and a hefty price that I had to pay at every step of my evolution. And those are my fellow human beings. It's been tough. I'm 53 years old. And yes, I'm not going to lie, I've lived a charmed life. I have. You all know that. But trust me when I tell you, they did not come without a price. And I'm still paying for it. Yes, I am. I'm enjoying it very, very much. Cause very soon I won't be able to. So let me live it up now. Blister and everything. Fuck it. I'm sorry, sorry, sorry. I can't curse out the young people here. Oh God, I call myself. Oh my God, you see these bad boys always bring it out. It's delish. I'm back in New York City. Well, since we are talking about the Aquarian age, let's talk about Leo, because the polarity point in which the Aquarian age will express itself will be to the polarity point of Leo. Lavelle Wankanda, I'm doing very well. Yes, Alberta, I'm praying that I get well. I still got to go through the surgeries, and it's a lot of them. So we're gonna be in this situation for a while. I love you so much. Yeah, I love you, girl. Oh, Carbon Star, your North Node is in Leo. So you're here to be a king or a queen and to shine. You should go into theater, the arts, fashion, creative writing, something artistic, creative, beautiful. You're blessed to have the North Node in Leo. So you can do something beautiful and creative, to show the world. Yes, come on. My dad is Aquarius and Mama is Leo. Oh, God, opposites. Neo, I have Aquarius rising and Aquarius Saturn. Oh, you have Saturn on the ascendant, Neo. That's gotta be something. Saturn on the ascendant is rough. It's a rough neck. It's like rough, rough. But it makes you like RoboCop, strong. You're like Iron Man. To have Saturn on the ascendant in Aquarius, you become Iron Man. And you go through some shit. I mean, through some stuff. And the kids say, I gotta be careful. Ooh. Your Generation Z. Generation Z. Listen to me. And if you saw Generation Z, that sprung a whole controversy on the internet talking about different generations. Let me tell you guys, don't be don't be listening to Wikipedia. Who the hell are they? Are they statisticians? Even if you have not taken statistics is a college course that deals with cycles, but even then, astrologers, we have our own methods of measurement when we deal with times and cycles, which is very different from historians, anthropologists, and statisticians, because they're basing stuff on a whole different frame of reference. As shamans and astrologers, we don't divide cycles of time and nature the way they do. They're coming from a primary point of view. We're coming from an antithetical point of view. So both don't mix. So I don't want you to look at Wikipedia and say that you know about the cycles, because you don't, because they don't. And as astrologers, we measure things by the cycles of the planets. Wikipedia's definition of cycles is not based on the measurements of the stars. It's based on mathematical empirical data that's measured here on Earth. So understand the difference, and at least I can explain it. If you were to ask them, they won't be able to explain it. But we, as shamans and astrologers, and we are also mathematicians, we can explain it better than they can. Our system and theirs. So I stick to my guns. They are wrong. They are wrong. That is not how we measure cycles and periods. Enough said with that. So I'm telling you, and don't take my word. Don't take my word. Talk to other astrologers. Talk to other statisticians. I'm telling you, it is not the way that they put it. They are wrong, and I'm gonna tell them that, and I'm gonna stick to my guns. No, the way I told you to look at the measurements of the cycles of generations is the way it is. And I might have to do a special class or a special video on that to explain it and have fellow astrologers with me to bring the point home. Okay? I'm going to talk about the polarity point, which is Leo. Yes. Today we are in the Aquarian age. Okay? We are in the Aquarian age. And let me tell you something. The Aquarian age will be expressed through the polarity point of Leo. So what does that mean? Well, first of all, I gave you guys yes, you're right, a cosmic dreamer. You're absolutely right. And you gotta fight. Thank you, Jasmine Reed. Thank you. That was very smart. Thank you for saying that. You know, the way astrologers and occultists measure time and measurement of spiritual and mundane and esoteric mysteries is not the way the primary world does it. They do their measurements according to the world that deals with money, profits, and cycles that deals with earthly mundane matters. We don't go by that. We go by spiritual evolution of our planet and everything in it, not by the cycles of money and progress and profits. So please be very careful what you read in Wikipedia. That's for the sheep, primary. It has nothing to do with the esoteric and spiritual astrology, and we don't use their measurements. The Aquarian age is eroded by the age is 2,500 years. A generation lasts 8 years, 8 to 10 years. And each generation is a sign around the wheel. And it colors a particular decade. The 70s was different from the 80s, and the 80s was different from the 90s, and the 90s was different from the millennials. If you look backwards in time, you're gonna see that each decade held a different theme, and that theme can be connected back to an astrological sign that heralds the decade or the age. It's like a clock within a clock within a clock, the wheel within a wheel within a wheel. You have different cycles and sub-cycles and mini cycles. Is this making sense? It has to make sense. Yeah. Jacob K says, is it possible to live on earth without evil being so damn present? Jacob K, no. No. You know why? Because we're not the only ones on this planet. We have what are called archons. We have archons coexisting with us on this planet. And they are very evil. They are very self-interested. And they have been on this planet from Middle Earth. Because that Middle Earth theory is true. They've been here for a very, very, very long time. And we humans disturb them. The reason why the archons have taken over the planet and have caused man to err in his ways and have caused so much evil in our planet is because man disturbed them. Man disturbed them. And you know how man did that? The Ouija board has a lot to do with that. The Ouija board? A lot of our coaches don't want to touch that. They don't want to touch it. They don't want to touch it. But I will touch on it. And I will tell you, the Ouija board was a portal that the archons gave man to open. Do you really want to know the mystery behind Pandora's box? Remember the mythology of Pandora's box? Now we're getting somewhere. It's some scary shit. I mean, oh, excuse me. I can't. I'm sorry. Damn. If the mother heard it, hopefully the children heard it. So I gotta be careful. My God, I gotta be careful. I'm sorry about that. Cause like, oh God, it's a family place. I gotta be careful. So, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. So, Dominicans as a family, we are very attentive. So yeah, I gotta be careful. The archons, oh baby. Since we are talking about Leo and the Aquarian